Dozens of trucks carrying desperately needed aid for Gaza remain stuck in the Egyptian side of the Rafah crossing. Some of it is getting through, but not nearly enough to meet demand, according to aid groups. Egypt's patience, too, is wearing thin. Egypt organized a tour to the Rafah border, and CBC was the only Canadian crew that took part. As our Tom Perry reports, frustrations there are running high.
We're at the Rafah gate just outside Gaza. We're on the Egyptian side here, and the Egyptian Prime Minister Mostafa Madbouly just spoke to a big crowd of people here, his supporters, large police presence, and 3 or 5 busloads of journalists brought in, local people, international media, all here to listen to the Prime Minister's message. Now, he had a few messages today. One was about aid. There is, down this roadway, a long line of aid trucks waiting to get into Gaza. The message from the Prime Minister is that aid has to get through. Humanitarian groups say a trickle of aid has been getting in, but really the people of Gaza need so much more. Now, the Prime Minister and government officials, they blame the Israelis for not allowing that aid to go through. They're saying that the inspections that the Israelis require really makes the process very, very slow. So we did hear that from the Prime Minister and from government officials today. The other message we heard from the Prime Minister, he stopped earlier in the day at a military camp and he gave a speech there. We're in North Sinai right now. North Sinai is where Israel, Egypt, and the Gaza Strip all come together. And the message from the Prime Minister is that Sinai is Egyptian. He's rejecting any idea, any proposal, any thought that Israel would somehow force people living in Gaza, Palestinians living in Gaza, to move over to this side, to the Sinai. For the Egyptians, they say that's just not on. Now, the other thing, the other issue in play at this crossing, aid is supposed to get in here. Expatriates, including Canadians, are supposed to be able to get out. That hasn't happened yet. And so we've got Canadians and other nationalities trying to get to safety. They haven't been able to do that. And the question remains, when will that happen? When will Canadians and others, civilians, be able to get out of Gaza, come home to safety? Tom Perry, CBC News at the Rafah crossing near Gaza.